So we're now in like middle of July, I think, and I've been thinking a lot about my route. Um, and I'm going to be doing a lot of miles in Scotland each day. And then when I'm on the south coast of the UK near the end of my trip, I'm really going to be doing much shorter days. Now, that made sense to me at the time because I thought, well, I'm going to be really knackered by the end of my trip. But actually, I'm not sure that's true. I think I'll probably be feeling pretty good near the end of my trip. So I think what I might do is change that around a bit. I think I'm looking at the my maps and stuff now, and I think what I might do is actually split up Scotland a little bit more, spend a little bit more time in Scotland, a few more days, because it's going to be such a beautiful part of the trip, and it's going to be the real adventure of the trip. And actually, when I get to the south coast, things are going to be easy. It's going to be loads more petrol stations and food and stuff, you know. So I can just zoom and do hundreds of miles down there. And I've seen it all before because I come from the south coast. So actually, I think what I'm going to do is spend an extra day. So I'm shuffling things around, spend an extra day in Scotland. It's going to make finding campsites easier. It's going to put less strain on fuel. It's just generally going to make my life easier and a lot more enjoyable because this is going to be like I say, the adventure of the trip. So, so yeah, I think a few more days in Scotland. Let's go. Hey guys, so today is 19th of July. It's about a gajillion degrees outside. It's really hot. Actually, let's have a quick look. Yeah, 38 degrees. Oof. So apologies if I'm shiny and sweaty looking. It's because I am shiny and sweating. The reason for this quick thing is that something amazing happened today. My friend, Paul Rogers, hey Paul, did an amazing thing for me. He got in touch with Motorcycle News and told them of my story, my journey that I'm going to be doing in September. And they only bloody called me up, didn't they? So they're going to be running a little section on my trip in Motorcycle News. And yeah, I've got to be honest, I'm really emotional because I was talking to the writer who is going to be running the story. And I just kept thinking, what would Dad think about this? Because, you know, Dad used to read Motorcycle News. Actually, when he was kind of, even before he was dating my mum, he used to go to when he was a teenager, he used to go into the newsagents and pick up a Motorcycle News in his leathers and go, hey, to Mum, all this sort of stuff, you know. Kind of flirt with my mum in the newsagents when she was a teenager. What would he think if he knew that, well, his picture and we're going to be in Motorcycle News? It's just insane. Yeah, I'm just blown away. Absolutely blown away. So I want to say a big thank you to my friend Paul. And I want to say a big thank you to Motorcycle News as well for running this. You know, I mean, hopefully it will get a lot more exposure on the trip, and hopefully more people will then donate. And it raises more money for St Wilfrid's hospice, which is fantastic. But yeah, I just want to say a big thank you. And I had a bit of a moment after my call with Phil, his name was, the writer, because I couldn't believe it. Absolutely amazing that, you know, would actually get to be in MCM. I think that's great. Anyway, just a quick shout out. So yeah, great. That's it, folks. So I've finished now all my routes and accommodation for me, myself and Dad. It's coming in at 3,637 miles. That's a lot. It's big, but that's a huge job done. So yeah, it's really happening. It's booked. Roll on September. Channel. Today's an exciting day because I'm taking the bike for its big service, ready for me, myself and Dad tour, which obviously is my 3,500 mile 3-week adventure around the country. But today's exciting because I'm having my bike serviced, new chains and sprockets and new tyres. So having these things fitted to replace the old Dunlop K180s. Yeah, so the Dunlops on there at the moment are in really good nick, but yeah, they're not the best in the wet, so having a bit of a change. So yeah, I'll probably put them back on after the ride because these ones probably be knackered. So here we go. But anyway, so next time you see the mighty van, it should have new wheels, new tyres, and have a service. So by the magic of video editing. So there we go. We're done. It's quite a few days later. Just washed the bike and the tyres are on. Check it out. It's a bit wet, so, but you can see how we're doing. There we go. I've already been out on a ride and they feel pretty darn good, I've got to say. Probably a bit better than the K180s, which are over here. Going to keep those for a later date. So here we go. So the bike is ready. New chains and sprockets as well. Here we go. Let's come around here. So down here we have heavy duty, I think it's JT or something sprockets. I think it's JT, and like a heavy duty chain on there. So that will do my miles very nicely. So I shouldn't have too much chain stretch, which is great. Yeah. So not bad. It's all coming together. So what else have I got to tell you? It's now Tuesday, the 23rd of August. So it's under 2 weeks now until the big trip, which is just mental. It's all starting to feel very real. I've pretty much finished all my packing. I've test fitted things, I've ordered everything I need, and so that's it. I think I'm ready to go. Just a few more things that I need to do now. Tomorrow the bike gets collected, so I'm having it transported down to Sussex to the start of the ride. So the reason for this is it's my best friend's wedding. Mish, if you're watching, hey. So it's her wedding like 2 days before my big ride. So just to make sure that I can carry everything, I'm getting the bike transported down to Sussex, and then I'm going to be driving with all my gear, including a suit, down to Sussex for the wedding. And then yeah, on the 4th of September, it's go time. So here we go, guys. It's the 24th of August. And the bike is going. They're going to collect it a bit later, but I thought I'd get it ready, get it out on the street where the real people are. Okay. Let's get this on the road. There it goes. It's going to make the 160-mile trip now down to the south coast. And yeah, all the pieces are falling into place. So today is the 25th of August. It is literally 10 days now till the start of my big motorcycle tour, me, myself and Dad. Where I'm going to be riding over 3,500 miles around the coast of the UK. And this is all in honour of my dad, who unfortunately passed away from cancer a couple of years ago. But I'm hoping to raise lots of money for St Wilfrid's hospice down in Eastbourne. But with that, I have to finish packing today. Because although I have like 10 days to go, I have to go down to Sussex this weekend. So a couple of days time, because it's my best friend's wedding, and so I need to get down there, do the wedding, and then a few days after that I start my trip. So it's time to finish packing. I'm kind of freaking out, so I'm making this video for you guys so that you can see all the gear I'm taking with me on this, well, 19-day trip. But also for me to make sure I don't forget anything, because that is a real problem. It's a real possibility. So let's run through all the gear I'm taking with me, and yeah, I hope you enjoy. If there's something that you would have taken or you think different, by all means tell me in the comments, but it's too late. I can't buy anything else, so what I've got is what I've got. But if you're interested, this is what I'm taking. So let's get into it. Okay guys, let's start with all the gear that I'll be riding with each day. So this stuff I won't really be packing, but you know, it's obviously going to be very important on my trip. So let's start off with my head and work my way down. So this is my helmet. So this is an Arai debut helmet. It's so comfortable. It's really great. It's just the tool for the job for me. I have my GoPro mount on the side there, which I'll be capturing all my footage. It has a pin lock insert, so it shouldn't fog up. The inside of this is like wearing a cloud. Absolutely adore this helmet. It's not the cheapest, it's not the quietest, it's not the lightest, but I like it. It fits my head, so that's good. Coming down a little bit, I've got this jacket. I bought this jacket when I was doing my full bike license, because I didn't really have a proper motorcycle jacket. It's an Alpine Stars Andes 2 touring jacket. It's waterproof, it's got vents for cooling. I don't like touring jackets. I think they look really, really naff. I would love to do the trip in a leather jacket. I mean, I actually have my dad's old leather jacket, which I would have liked to have worn, but this is the tool for the job. They're touring jackets for a reason. So it's got plenty of pockets. Like I say, it's weatherproof. It's going to be tough. I actually have in this D30 Ghost armour. So I've upgraded the armour in this, so it's super comfortable, super safe. So that's going to be a good jacket. I'm going to wear the hell out of that. Coming down a little bit more. Oh yeah, so it's a neck tube. So these neck tubes, they just kind of stop buckle rash around my chin when I'm wearing my helmet. They can stop the draft around your neck. You can wear them in loads of different ways. They just make the trip a little more comfortable. And yes, the tart that I am, I had a custom one made with my Moto Coupe logo. So that's, yeah, I like it. It's a bit lame, a little bit sad, but I like it, so deal with it. Coming down a little bit further, these are gloves. They're Five, the company, the brand Five. I have some winter gloves as well that I'm taking with me. I should have brought those out as well, but I'm taking winter gloves too, which are waterproof. But these are kind of leather gloves. I'll be wearing these all the time. Very safe gloves. They've got lots of protection on them, knuckles, and also protection around the sort of scapoid section of the bottom of your hand. So these are great gloves, super comfortable for me. I like those a lot, so they're coming with me. Moving over to jeans, I have two pairs of these, only one pair here though. I'll be packing the other pair. So these are a pair of Red Root jeans. They're AAA rated, so they're as safe as riding jeans can get. They've got like Cordura or Kevlar weave in the denim, so they're really good. I've upgraded the armour to Ghost, D30 Ghost armour, so super comfortable, very low profile armour. Like I say, I've got two pairs of these just in case a pair get a bit soggy or dirty. We'll be on the road for a while, so got these, well, they're good. And then over here I've got my boots. I've got some Former adventure boots. They're waterproof, they're really comfortable, really solid in the event of a crash. They're very safe. They're just going to be a really good boot for this trip. So yeah, they're going to be on my feet every day. I would think they would start to smell by the end of the trip, but that's just one of those things. Super comfy, looking forward to wearing those in. And with that, I think we will move on to all the gear that's going to be on the bike. So here we go. And here's all the gear that's going on the bike for the trip. So there's a few different bags here. I've got a top box for the back, nice and secure. I've got a Oxford 50 litre dry bag, which has got like all the tent and all that sort of stuff in it. I've got like a bag that's going to go on the handlebars of the bike. I might do a little bit extra on this, probably will do on the ride itself, to be honest. You'll probably see how it all fits together, but that's got some essentials in it, so that's good. And then I've got a little Trip Machine leather pouch which has got a disc lock and stuff in it. But with that, let's get into what's in all of them. Let's start with the top box. Okay, so in the Givey top box we have quite a lot of stuff. So I've got coffee. That's going to have to be decanted into something else, taking up way too much space. So I've got like a pack-a-mac, which is going to be good for like hanging about and going around shops and stuff, where maybe I don't want to wear my bike jacket. I may not take that, I'm not sure. Then I've got like what I'm going to call a utility bag. So in here I've got things like it's going to sound really lame, but I've got things like a washing line. I've got towels, I've got straps, I've got like a cargo net that can just loop over all my other bags and stuff. So that's quite useful. So in there I've got like these like quick dry microfiber towels as well. They're really useful. I've got two, I might only take one. I do need to slim down my kit a little bit, so I might just take one. I haven't decided yet. But anyway, so that's what I'm calling a utility bag. It goes over there. Down jacket. So it's old Marks and Spencer's one I've got from ages ago, and it's really good. It packs up really small, and if it gets really cold on the bike or in the campsite, I can put that on. It will go underneath my touring jacket as well. So that's an ace bit of kit, so that's going to go over there. In here I've got bike lube. It's massive. I'm going to see if I can find a smaller one. I've got this. So this is like a pack safe. It's like a net, a steel net that goes round my dry bag, just to keep it all secure and stuff, because I do plan on sort of walking around a bit as well. I don't just want to be riding all day every day. I want to see stuff, and I don't want someone to steal all the stuff off my bike. So this will hopefully keep all that stuff safe. You'll see that in a later video, I'm sure, but that's worth having. I've got this tiny little drawstring bag. Don't know if I'm going to need that. Trainers. I've got some quite lightweight trainers. I was going to take flip-flops, but the weather's changing. It's September, it's getting colder, it's getting wet. I'm not going to want to wear my massive touring like adventure boots all the time, so I've got some lightweight trainers as well. They fit in there nicely. In here I have a hang on, just like a little fuel canister. It's only a small one. I think it's 2.5 litres. Yeah, 2.5 litres. It should get me out of trouble in a pinch, so I'm going to fill that up with fuel. Yeah, that's a good thing to take with me, just in case. Then I've got my cook kit. I don't think I'll go through all my cook kit now with you, but I'm going to be camping for the majority of this trip, so I'm going to need a decent amount of cook kit. So in there I've got like a Trangia 27 or whatever it's called cook kit. I've got fuel because it takes like ethanol or mets, sorry. Bits and bobs. I'll go through my cook kit when I'm on the road with you, probably. But yeah, that's all in there. That's, to be honest, it's big, but what are you going to do? It is what it is. And then last but not least, waterproofs. So I've got waterproofs in there, a set of Oxford waterproofs. So they're the big black waterproof things. That's a jacket and trousers. My trousers, my jeans obviously aren't waterproof, so I need those trousers. And I've got the jacket as well, because although my touring jacket is waterproof, nothing's ever truly waterproof. So just in case I hit some really rubbish weather, I'm sorted. I'm not going to feel the chill of the rain. So there we go. That's the top box. Onto the bag. Okay, now the big boy. So this is going to sit on the back of the bike, just in front of the top box. Because it's going to be wedged up against the top box, I should be able to lean on this as well. So it should be quite a comfortable place to sit. But anyway, in this has got most of the other gear in it. Again, it's very full, so I might have to trim down my gear a little bit. But again, we'll find out later on when I'm on the road what I'm going to do there. So in here, I've got like an itinerary. I think it'd be useful to have something with paper just in case. Everything's good on the mobile phone, but a bit of paper doesn't go amiss when, just in case you run out of battery. So in here as well, I've got like loads of emergency food. So yes, it's couscous, dry couscous, but you know, it's food. I probably don't need that many. And I've got a couple of these as well, Wayfarer meals, chili and steak and veg. Yummy, yummy. But anyway, got some of those. That'll get me out of trouble if I just have a late night or something. I can't be bothered to cook anything proper, or I can't find anything to eat, so that'll be useful. Okay, also in here I've got my winter gloves. I don't think I'll need them, but if it's really wet and horrible, I'll probably be pleased that I've got winter gloves, because I don't have any sort of wind protection on the motorbike. So yeah, they are a must-have. Okay, what else we got here? Do I need it? Don't I need it? Do I need it? Don't I need it? It's a camping chair. It's really small. It's pretty comfortable, actually. I'm going to be camping the majority of the time, so I thought I'd get one of these. It is small for what it is, but maybe it's stuff that I just don't need. I don't know. Oh, I haven't decided whether I'm going to take it yet or not, but I want to take it because it's good, but it depends whether I've got space. Okay, I'm going to try and take it. We'll find out. You'll find out on the trip. I have to take all this stuff. So in here, in the blue bag, oh, by the way, you'll notice I packed everything, everything in these dry bags. And it's just because it keeps it all organised, keeps everything in one place, and they're completely waterproof, well, to a point. So if I do have wet stuff in the bag, like electronics and stuff isn't going to get too wet and minging and horrible. But in here, I've got all my chargers to charge up my GoPros, the Pocket, DJI Pocket 2, which I'm recording on now. Also, it's got a load of stuff to charge my phone, but also it's got like a hub to transfer all the files from all the videos that I'm going to be making on the road, so I can transfer them to an external hard drive without taking a laptop. So all that gear is in here, but I'm sure we'll talk about that at a later date. But that's all in there. That's the geeky bag. Right, oh man, oh, clothes. Oh, this is a problem. This is a massive bag. So this has got in it a pair of motorcycle I'm not going to get everything out, but it's got a pair of motorcycle jeans in it. It's got a fleece, like a jumper. It's got, I think, 3 t-shirts, lots of socks, lots of underwear, pajamas. It is going to be sort of September when I finish the trip, late September, so it will be getting chilly in the evenings. So I do need some extra clothes. I'm going to be on the road for a long time, so I'm going to take 4 t-shirts. And I will have to wash them on the road. I've got 6 pairs of pants, wash them on the road, socks, wash them on the road. You get it. Whether I take 2 jumpers or not, I'm not sure. I feel like if I only take 1, it's going to be a bit minging after a while. So I feel like this is the right amount of stuff to take, but oh, it's a big bag. It takes up so much space. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see, but I don't think I can be too... I don't think I can move too much on this. Unless I literally do wear the same jumper for 3 weeks straight. Is that okay? Write in the comments below. Is it okay to wear the same jumper for 3 weeks on the road? Bearing in mind I'm a smelly man. I think the answer is no. If you say yes, rethink your life. Okay, moving on. Okay, so this sort of stuff, like the food and the coffee and all that sort of stuff, it's going to go down as time goes on. I've just got a load of these grenade blah, 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 blah bars. 12 in there, high protein, low sugar. Basically, it's basically just calories. Basically, I'm not going to open it. It's a selection in there. It's just calories, so I can just eat something. I'm not going to out of Mongolia, so I probably don't need all this sort of stuff. Probably need half of that. I'll probably cut that down to about half, because I can get stuff when I'm out and about. I'm going to be going past McDonald's and Lidl's and, I don't know, Little Chefs. Little Chefs, they still exist? Anyway. If I look for them, I'll probably starve. So there we go. Got some of those. There we go. Got a one of these things, first aid kit. I am a first aider, so I don't know how effective I am as first aid on myself, but hopefully I won't need that. But it seems foolish not to take a first aid kit. It's pretty light, small-ish. So there we go. Wash gear. So I've just got stuff in a lightweight dry bag again. I can probably cut that down a little bit, but it is what it is, so that's good. Okay, and then we get into the camping stuff. So in here I've got a down sleeping bag and a inflatable pillow. Down sleeping bag, it's very warm and it's very small, so that's good. probably show you another time, but I don't need to get it out. But that's nice and compact, nice and small, nice and lightweight. Love it. What we got here? Oh man, I love this. Probably the best thing I've bought. Big Agnes Air Core. So this is a sleeping mat. Oh my word, it's comfortable. It's so good. And it's tiny, relatively tiny. You can get them smaller than this, but you'll pay loads more money, and they're shit. So this is good. I like this very much. That's good. That's coming. And then my tent. So this is I could have got a smaller tent than this, but look, that's quite small. Nature Hike. They sell these on Amazon and stuff. It's a I've forgotten what model it is. I think it's Star River or something like that. Does it say anywhere? Yeah, Star River 2. So it's a 2-man tent. It's very lightweight, and yeah. So because I'm going to be camping so much, I didn't want like a 1-man sort of bivvy sort of thing where you just haven't got any room for anything. I will hit some rain. It'll be nice to have that little bit of extra space, and this isn't really very big. So there we go. And that is it. Good. Right, on to the next stuff. Right, this is the Biltwell Elixir 7, something like that. Anyway, it's just a black bag. It attached to the handlebars via these straps, the forks via these straps. It actually fits rather nicely. I test fit it the other day. That's pretty good. So this is just going to have all my bits and bobs that I need to take out with me all the time. So in here I have the bag and a spare battery, plus spare batteries for GoPros. In here as well will go my DJI Pocket 2, which I'm filming with now. That'll all go in here, live in here. It's in a dry bag so it doesn't get wet, because this isn't waterproof, but it's kind of water resistant. So this will do a pretty good job, I think. So that's that. Oh, by the way, this is my beeline. So I'm just going to unzip this quick. So I will basically be doing the whole trip using this little sat nav, this little beeline. I've used it on a 400-mile round trip so far, and it's absolutely fantastic. I love this thing. Yeah, nothing more to say on that though. Really, this is just a fantastic little device. So anyway, that's that. I've just attached it to this so I don't lose it, because I tend to lose things at the moment. That's a helmet care kit, so that's just to wipe my visor and stuff. It's a muck-off one. I'm sure you can get them smaller and lighter, but that's the one I've got, and it worked pretty well. Also in here I've got the Joby Gorilla Pod. That's just to do the Vane filmmaking stuff that I'm going to be doing. Lovely. This is like a ditty bag. So in here I'm just going to have like a pocket knife and oh, got a message, got a text. Pocket knife. It's got like loads of earplugs and stuff, because I'm going to be using earplugs. Do you know what? Hilariously, I packed this originally when it was really hot outside. So look, I've got sun cream. Don't think I'll be needing that. But I've got other little bits and bobs in there as well. Tissues. I've got some antacids as well, just in case I eat a spicy burrito. So I might have to take those out as well. And then I've got this, which is actually, believe it or not, this is a backpack. It folds out into a really big backpack. So I don't leave this on the bike. I will take this out and I will take this in this. But this is actually really big, but it folds up really small. I'm super impressed with this. I'll probably do a bit more on this later as well. You'll probably see me using this on the trip. But anyway, that's really cool. What else have I got in here? In the front, what have I got? Moto Coupe stickers. Nice. Got a tag where I go. And then in the back here, I have I've got a Sharpie, because I've got a paper map that I'm going to plot my trip on as I go around, so I can show you guys where I'm going. So a Sharpie for my map. The map is in my big bag. Okay, Sharpie. And then I've got one of these. So it's just like a little a puck sort of thing. So when I park my bike on soft ground, the stand won't sink into it. This will just spread the weight a little bit and stop my bike from sinking. Okay, last but not least, the little bag. And last but not least, my little leather tool bag. So this is a collaboration by Trip Machine and Urban Rider, which is the Urban Rider's shop in London. And this I've had on my van now for, well, nearly since I've had the bike. And it's, the quality of this is just amazing. It's just proper full grain leather. Let me just, yeah, it smells so good. If you're vegan, I apologise, that was insensitive. Anyway, in here, nothing much in here really. If I open it with one hand, which I can do because I'm a genius. So in here, I've just got a dumpy little screwdriver. So this is just big enough to fit the bolts that undo the saddle on my bike. And when I take off the seat, obviously I can get to things like the battery and stuff. I also need to take this off to get to the tools on my bike. So I take this off and then I can undo the... I said I'd use this to take off the seat of the bike. I apologise. I don't. That's absolute nonsense. This is to undo the panel, sorry, that the tools are in the bike. Yeah, so there we go. That's that. And then from there, I've got all the tools to take off the saddle, the wheels, or whatever I need to do, adjust the chain on my trip. So that's what that's for. So the tool bag with one stumpy screwdriver. So that's that. And then also in here, I have a disc lock, which has seen a bit of action now, but this is an Oxford Quartz XD10, and this thing's a beast. It's really heavy, but that just lives in this bag. So yeah, when I go out and about, hopefully it will offer a little deterrent from stealing my beautiful van. So there we go. And with that, it's that's all the gear I'm taking. So wow, quite a lot of stuff. I really thought I was sorted, but by doing that little exercise, it's made me realise that I actually still need to cut down what I'm taking with me a little bit. Not a lot though. Another consideration is I'll probably want to take some water with me. So, and you know, if I stop off anywhere, I might want to pick up some food and stuff. So there'll have to be some space for that. So I think I do need to cut down what I'm taking with me a little bit. But like I say, things like clothing, it's going to be chilly. It's getting chilly in the morning. It's going to be chilly at night. I don't fancy just freezing my butt off every night. So yeah, really excited, a little apprehensive, pretty much there as far as packing goes. Yeah, so next time I speak to you all, it'll probably be when I'm putting everything on the bike. I might do a quick video just to say ciao before my, for the trip. So, but anyway, I hope you're all keeping safe and keeping well, and I'll catch up with you all later. Take care, guys. All the best. Hey, folks. So, just thought I'd take this opportunity to let you know I am leaving Stratford-upon-Avon. So I'm not going to return here now for about a month. Completely wild. My car's full to the brim with bike stuff and clothes from my best friend's wedding and all sorts of crazy stuff. Real mixed feelings about leaving. I really feel like I've forgotten something. I'm sure I haven't, because I'm really quite organised, but I don't know, I just feel like I've forgotten something. I'm probably going to laugh about this video in future because it's probably something really important, like my bike keys. But yeah, completely wild, leaving now. Yeah, I just feel apprehensive. I feel ready to get going. It's Friday now, the 26th, so we're talking about what, 8 days, is it? Something like that. 7, 8, yeah, like 8, 9 days. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Really excited about the trip. Super excited. I'm going to see so many things. I'm going to see loads of things I didn't even know were there. I don't even know what I'm going to see yet. It's mad. Absolutely crazy what I'm doing. But I'm really looking forward to it. I hope you're following me on Instagram, and hopefully you can follow the trip on there, and then hopefully you can be patient for the documentary, if you will, when I return, because I'm gonna obviously make a video out of everything. But yeah, super excited to get on the road now. Just a little bit of time to go. Just a nice weekend with my girlfriend would be lovely. Spend a bit of time with my mum. Then my best friend's wedding. Then I've got a day off, and then I'm hitting the road. So here we go, down south. goodbye Stratford upon Avon for a month. I'll see you in a month. Okay, let's go. Right, so going for a little spin round the block, just testing out all the gear, a little bit of a shakedown. So I've completely laden the bike with everything I'm going to be riding with, literally everything, for 3 weeks worth of riding. And yeah, doesn't feel too bad. Not too bad. Feels a little bit cramped, but it's not too bad. But I'm interested to see how this audio is going to pan out, because as you can tell, I'm riding and I'm speaking. I've got a media mod now on my GoPro, and I've got like a lavalier mic. Whoop, car. So yeah, it's all a bit new now. Oh, he's let me go. It's all a bit new, all a bit different. But this is it. This is Seaford, guys. This is my hometown. I've never ridden a bike around my hometown. My first time ever. Which is wild. But I'm just going to go for a quick spin down to the beach, down to the sea. Plenty of room, mate. And yeah, just see how the bike handles. It's fully laden. It's got so much weight on it. Proper 3 weeks worth of gear, but feels okay. Actually, it feels quite comfy as well, because my dry bag's sort of really bashed up against my backside. That's quite nice. It's like a little backrest. Beauty. I'm a little bit pushed forward maybe, but I think I'm okay. I think I could do 3,800 miles like this, possibly. Guess we'll find out in a few days time. So it is it's Tuesday today. It's Tuesday the 30th, which is crazy. So I've got like 4 days to go until the big ride. 4 days. This beautiful weather we're having doesn't look like it's going to last, but that's just typical. But that's okay, no worries. Yeah, loud through a bridge. Yeah, what else to tell you? Oh god, I don't know. So in a couple of days time, got my best friend's wedding. Hi Mish, if you're watching. Congratulations, because you'll probably watch this after you're married. But I hope the wedding went well. I hope I didn't get too pissed. I mean, drunk. Look at this, guys. Seaford Beach. Spent a lot of time up here in the past. It's beautiful up here. Absolutely beautiful. But yeah, it's actually quite weird riding in my hometown now, because you know, obviously the spirit of this ride I'm going to do, me, myself and Dad, you know, the idea is that I'm taking the motorcycle trip that me and Dad never got to take. But you know, we would have ridden a lot in around here, I'm sure, had we had the chance. But I'm riding by myself, but that's okay, because I'm sure Dad's with me, and I'm sure he'll be with me on this really big journey. Oh wow, my granddad used to live in there. I feel like I've lost a lot of relatives in the last few years. But yeah, what a beautiful day. So I'm just riding to the end of Seaford Beach here, and this is actually going to be the start point of my big trip. So my very first, or my launching point is going to be this place down here. It's called the Martello Tower. It's an old Napoleonic fort. And there are actually lots of these dotted all along the south coast to keep us safe from the French. But yeah, now it's a museum, and I can see there it's resplendent in the sun, and I can see the Ukrainian flag flying. Solidarity to our brothers and sisters over there. I'm sure it's a bit more complicated than we all realise and the news tells us, but alas, we're flying the colours, and that's nice. But yeah, this is it, Martello Tower. My dad's actually got a plaque here as well. Oh, yep, you just go across the road, fella. Right, let's just have a little stop here, shall we? Ooh. Yeah, nice. There we go. What do you think of that? So there we go, my hometown beach. Hey guys, so I've made it to Seaford Beach. This is going to be where I start my ride in a few days. Just spin you around, have a quick look around. It's beautiful here. Look at this. Up there, that's Seaford Head. We come round over here, we end up with the Martello Tower over there, and then Newhaven Fort and all sorts. But yeah, beautiful beach here. Very nice indeed. I hope I have weather like this on my trip, but who knows? I don't know. The bike felt pretty good actually with all the gear on it, gotta say. I think I'm going to be quite comfortable on it actually. It's good. I don't know if, like I say, I don't know if I'm going to have this weather. Who knows? But thanks for joining me on the journey thus far. Feels really good to be here. Feels really good to be starting this trip. I don't know, I'm feeling apprehensive now. I just feel like I want to start. Now that I've got all the gear and I've all packed, and I don't know, I just feel ready to go. I've got one more day of work tomorrow, so I'm going to work tomorrow, and that's it, I'm finished. Like I say, I've just got this wedding to do, and then I'm just going to see a whole bunch of this. Just loads and loads and loads of sea and beaches and coast for 19 days, which is just wild. But I wonder how I'm going to feel when I get back here to the Martello Tower in Seaford on the 22nd of September, having done all those miles and having finished the trip. Because it's a bit of a once in a lifetime thing for me, this. Obviously I'm raising money for a hospice and for a good cause, but a lot of this trip also is for me. It's kind of for my soul, because it's been a really difficult couple of years for me, and so it's just a way of healing, I suppose. I need a challenge, I need to feel something, but I'm sure when I'm on my trip I'll be talking a lot more about that. So yeah, thanks for coming on the journey so far. As I say, please dig deep, donate, links in the description below. You know, you can follow all things Moto Coupe on this YouTube channel, and also my Instagram. The handle again is below in the description. But yeah, stay safe, and I'll speak to you all soon. See you later.